Decentralization is one of the main objectives of the Rwanda government's Vision 2020. This strategy allows effective planning, implementation, and monitoring of the development process at the grassroots level.
Decentralization is a priority for the government of Rwanda, both as a way to bring governance closer to the people, so that they can have more of an input into the processes that govern their lives, but also as an effort to make the public sector more efficient. Because usually what you see in many countries is that the functions that can most effectively be carried out at lower levels should be carried out at those lower levels. They shouldn't be done by central government institutions.
UNDP, in collaboration with Belgium and UNCDF, has contributed equipment to the provincial authorities of Byumba to accomplish these paramount goals.
I don't think you've seen many countries in the world that would have been able to put in place so many institutions and so many laws for decentralization in just a short time.
With decentralization, the provincial administration in Byumba, like others in Rwanda, will improve the access to infrastructure and services to the population. In 1995, the National University of Rwanda was reopened. UNDP was one of the contributors in this effort. The Center for Conflict Management, based at the university, looks at ways of tackling issues of social cohesion and peaceful coexistence. This is done by researching and educating the community on subjects of conflict genesis. The center has more than 12 publications addressing peace and security in the Great Lakes region. Within the university, a legal aid clinic under the Faculty of Law provides assistance to the local communities. A big number of those accused of killing in the genocide are in jail awaiting trial. The situation has led to over-congested prisons around the country. With assistance from UNDP and its partners, the government of Rwanda has constructed this modern prison in Kigoma to help alleviate this problem. This biogas system has been installed in collaboration with the Kigali Institute of Science, Technology and Management to help reduce the use of firewood for cooking. The residue is then used as fertilizer on crops. The project recently won the Global Environment Award. Gachacha, a community justice initiative based on a traditional form of problem solving, is one of the areas where UNDP is providing support to the government of Rwanda in the process of bringing justice to the people.
The purpose is multifaceted, bringing out the truth, because the criminal is being brought in the commune where, or in the area where he committed the crime. To the victims, if he accepts responsibility already and asks for forgiveness, it's a healing process. You can see that the woman for whom the husband was killed is here and talking and interacting. The man whose brother was killed is here and is giving their contribution. So it might appear a very complex situation, but actually it's simpler than the normal court process, and it quickens out the process.
From 1995, UNDP and its partners supported the police communale and the gendarmerie through the training of officers and instructors. This institution later became Rwanda's national police. Rwanda is now known to be one of the safest countries in the region. The police force has greatly helped achieve this target. In the future, UNDP hopes to extend its support to the Rwandan National Police. The Rwandan parliament buildings still has marks from the war. But even more unique to this House of Representatives is the fact that 48% of its members are women, one of the highest rates of gender balance in the world. Within the parliament, state-of-the-art communication equipment has been provided. This improves the efficiency of the administration and helps in achieving good governance. One of the major pillars of any development around the world is education. UNDP has been one of the major contributors to the success story of this modern learning institution, KIST, the Kigali Institute of Science, Technology and Management.
From the start, the government actually, when they wanted to start the Kigali Institute of Science and Technology, they actually approached the UNDP to assist. UNDP then did two things. Number one was to contact the experts from Germany to bring them here and advise how the institute should start. Number two, they started mobilizing resources. And these resources they got from governments of Japan, governments of Netherlands, government of Rwanda, and the UNDP core resources themselves. UNDP has helped us in quite a number of things. They assisted us to provide funding and also the consultants to set up the e-documentation facility, which now manage to collect documents from all over Rwanda and put them up together and digitize them. And then they can be accessed by anybody from anywhere in the world. Education is the key to development. You cannot develop without education. And whether they say that you alleviate poverty by training people at primary school level, but the people who create wealth at a higher education, universities, the people who plan, the people who manage, the people who create wealth, and these are the people from higher education. So we need to support not only primary education, but also higher education.
UNDP has also facilitated the strengthening of NEPAD and the Africa Peer Review Mechanism in Rwanda by enhancing capacities of the NEPAD Secretariat and its steering committee.
NEPAD focuses on several areas. One is peace and security that we mentioned. Another one is I would say economic governance. And that's why we are doing the Africa Peer Review Mechanism, where we are focusing on 4 areas: democracy and political governance, economic governance and management, corporate governance, and also the socio-economic development. There is also the area which is very crucial of infrastructure. It's not only for Rwanda, but it's for the whole of Africa.
There are all these supportive efforts, whether it's from the government, from its partners, and from individual Rwandans themselves, putting in efforts to change their lives every day. So it's extremely satisfying to see all this energy that is put into the development efforts of this country.
A growing awareness of the importance of trade and investment, both foreign and domestic, is a vital gateway to development in the country. Helping Rwanda to strengthen its capacity in this is part of the contribution that UNDP brought to RIEPA, the Rwanda Investment and Export Promotion Agency.
Our mandate is to generate movement in terms of investment activity, as well as the expansion of exports. Essentially what that means is we need to focus on encouraging local entrepreneurs to invest in value addition, economic activities. It is to encourage foreign direct investments.
Rwanda is currently investing in infrastructure that enables a country's economy to get off the ground. New roads are being put up and the existing ones being rehabilitated. Ongoing housing projects are evident. And tourism, a major investment opportunity, is receiving a positive outlook in this regard. UNDP has been supporting the promotion of Rwanda's biological diversity in strengthening the management system of the national parks and protected areas. One of the major tourist attractions requires you to climb the Virunga Mountains as you trek to see the rare gorillas.
Stay where you are, slowly. You do it slowly.
Very quiet. Come forward.
Peace man.
After the long journey, the experience is worth every effort.
It was fabulous. I'd read quite a bit about it, and I was looking forward to it, but it really exceeded my expectations.
Culturally, Rwanda exhibits one of the most unique and entertaining performances in traditional dances. UNDP hopes to extend its support to this promising industry.
We are looking at the future by really this time saying we are moving from development stage, now looking at the sustainable development phase, whereby now Rwanda would be looking not necessarily focusing on emergency, on rehabilitation, because most of the institutions have now been put in place. We are now looking at how can we sustain the economy.
But when you have a people that have suffered so much, it gives you more impulse, it gives you more drive to at least, try to correct whatever wrong was done. But what gives me much more courage, I must tell you, is the relationship that we have with the government, with the ministries with whom we deal. But I have to tell you that it's very easy for us to deal with the ministry here.
I think the greatest credit for the recovery of this country goes to the people of Rwanda and the government of Rwanda. Of this, there is no doubt. This country has made a remarkable recovery. What has been done in the last 10 years is actually extraordinary.
Though there have been many challenges, the involvement of UNDP in the recovery of Rwanda has been a proof of commitment in securing a ray of hope. UNDP is the UN's Global Development Network, advocating for change and connecting countries to knowledge, experience, and resources to help people build a better life. Rwanda is now on the move, making a slow but steady climb towards a promising future as the sunlight in the mist.